Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a new Make It Miniverse Nature Series 2. So today we are going to be doing the lavender and cilantro. So let's see what we got. We have some Happy Grow Co. herb mix. Excellent. Two little things that are pre-etched lavender and cilantro, which I'm very excited about because before we need to put stickers on, which is fine, but I don't have good handwriting. And these are very cute. I'm so happy. The first time we are getting herbs. So we've gotten lavender before in the other things, but we get a lavender plant and it has little roots, which is so exciting. And then this one is cilantro. I believe there's a basil as well, but that one's cilantro. So very cute. Comes with a trowel and tweezers as always. And then we have our little box, Happy Sun Farms, metal basket. It says Metalware by Happy Sun Farms. Say that 5 times fast. Blah, 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 blah. Alrighty, let's see what we got in here. Oh my god, the cutest thing ever. I'm gonna put the box to the side. So we have a little carrying case, kind of like we get with the baby's breath flowers. Let's put that back down. And then it comes with 2 cans that we're going to be planting our things in. It says quality produce, Happy Sun Farms, packed by Happy Sun Farms distributor. Corn, fresh farm, extra fancy corn, 100% good stuff. This is so exciting. I love how they did that because it's like recycling. And then this one was Georgia's Finest Peaches. That's so cool because it's like when you have, you don't know what you want to put a starter plant in. So we're going to put some soil in there and then we're going to plant them in there. And it's going to be great. All right, so we've done soil before, so this should be pretty straightforward. Let's see. Okay, so let's open the soil, and I'm going to put it in a bowl. I've been using a bowl that I have. You can put it in whatever you want. It's a little more pliable. I'm going to use my scissors real quick. I'm gonna cut the side open because I don't know if we're gonna need the whole bit of soil in here. We'll see. And what I've decided that I'm going to do what I normally do. Let's see. It's not coming out enough. It's really tightly packed in there. Let me open a little more. I'm gonna do what I always do. I'm going to use some clear resin on top to keep them in place so that they are very secure so I can display them, as many places as I want. But I'm just gonna stick all the soil out in this bowl here. And I love how the soils look different sometimes. This one is a herb mix. Let's put that behind there. It's just kind of a kinetic sand with some perlites in it, but they're dark perlites. There's some that come with light perlites, and they just, there's a little attention to detail. I like to rip it apart just so that it's more pliable later when we want it. All right, and we are going to it says to put it in first and then put the things in. Whoops, it got stuck to the thing. I'm going to put the cilantro on this side here, and I'm going to put the lavender there. Okay, yeah, so we will need a little bit in there to raise it up. Let's take the cans. I'm going to bring the bowl in a little closer, squish it in there. And these ones don't come with resin, so you are safe to touch it with your hands. I'm going to be adding my own resin, so we'll see. All right, we need a little more than that. See, at first I was like, we won't need that much soil, but it's actually better. So we're going to put the soil in the bottom. It's going to be more of a base for it, so it can prop it up. Perfect. So we want that to see our thing just a little bit there, and we'll put soil around it. I'm going to put that like that for now. Let's do this other one. Pop the soil in there, and this is why it's good to use a bowl. Gosh, the bowl really wants to get away from me. Or a container of some sort because it's just easier to work with. I'm trying to put the same amount in each, and then we'll test it. We'll put the lavender in. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna actually take these out of here, put this basket to the side for now. We don't quite need it right now. So the best way that this works for me that I found is take the plant, put it where you want it. We're gonna press it in just a little bit. Look at that. It's not going to stay where we want it unless we put stuff around it, but I'm just kind of pressing it in a little. Okay, so take the remainder soil. Hopefully, I think we should have enough. Keep the plant where you want it to be, and you're going to go in and press the soil around it to make it look like you just planted it. And then I'm going to push it back that way. Oh yeah, there should be plenty of soil left over for this. You can either use your finger or you can go in with your trowel, and I like to press it down. If you see the roots a little bit, it's actually not that bad. And what the instructions actually tell you to do is put it in. Yeah, I like to expose the roots a little bit. As you see, it's very flimsy. And honestly, the instructions say put them in there. It's for display, and then if you really need them, snip it off and use it in a thing, which I won't be doing. You know, these are more displays. They're really cute. Okay, so I'm gonna press it down just a little bit more. Let me do the lavender one, and then we will get back to, if you've seen any of my other videos, I like to put clear resin on top of it. It makes it look like you just planted it, or not just planted it, sorry, just watered it, but also it makes it stay in place a lot longer, because I won't be taking these out. Some people, some kids, you know, or people in general, if they want to keep them in there just as a little display and then pop them out, put them in, you know, rearrange them, do whatever you'd like. But that's looking good. Look at that. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I hope they do more nature ones, because I love planting things. It's like you went to the store and you bought, you know, lavender. Not the store, but I guess the plant store, yeah. All right, there's literally one tiny chunk left in here. I'm just going to throw it in there. We're going to splat it down, flatten it down, put this bowl to the side. We don't need it anymore. All right, I'm just going to go in. The trowel works sometimes, but if you see that it's not as flat as you'd like, you can go in with your tweezers, and I like to push it down. And I think that looks really good, to be honest. Look at that. Peaches. And you can't really move the lavender around right now because it's not that secure, but I will show you what I like to do to make it more secure. And then this, the cilantro, that's kind of cute. It'll just be where we put it, press down as well, and I will show you how I like to keep it in place. Perfect, we actually did use all the soil. Okay, so how I like to do it is, just so everything stays where I want it, I'm gonna take a little bit of clear resin. I have a big bottle of it, so I'm just gonna use this. I'm gonna try to use less than I think. Always use less than you think. Add a little dab there, add a dab there, and then add a dab there. Okay, let that seep in. I will use my toothpick in a minute. Add a dab there, because sometimes I have I have used too much and it makes it look too wet. But the key to doing this is to make it look just enough. And look at that, that's working actually perfect. If you can see that, look, it doesn't look like it's too glossy. It looks like it's seeping into the soil really well, actually. I might have to put more. Okay, this one, as you see, it looks very glossy, but you just keep moving around with your toothpick, let it settle just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna add just a little bit more in both, but that's awesome. Some of the soils actually work better than others. Add a little more clear, just a little bit. And remember, you're not gonna cure it yet. Look at this one looks completely dry, which is perfect. That's kind of what you want, but I can see some spots that need more. So I'm gonna add more clear, let it seep into where it needs to be, and then we'll cure it. That's why I love resin. You just take your time, do what needs to be done, and then you cure it when you're ready. Okay, so I'm moving the resin around just so that I know that everything is covered, and then I'm gonna let it seep in so that my lavender is gonna be in place. And that looks rather well, but you adjust it as much as you'd like right now, because once you cure it, you won't be able to move it that much. Okay, let that one seep in, and then same with this. I don't love the placement of this, but it's not bad. Once it cures, I will be able to, I think, move it around a little more. Okay, and you see that this one's having a little more trouble going in, so I'm going to move the resin over here. It's going as slow as it wants, but it's actually working quite well. Okay, and that is how I do that. I'm going to let those seep in just a little bit more. I'm going to put them in the light and cure them for a full minute or a minute and a half. And then we'll come back and do our... Wait, actually, I almost forgot. Don't forget this. It's like, don't forget the straw. I just realized these garden sticks. Take them out. If you're going to do the resin like this, you need to put these in before you cure it, or you're kind of SOL. And if you know what that means, you know what that means. Okay, so cilantro goes over here, and lavender goes over here. Okay, the lavender one's going to be a lot easier. I'm glad I saw that, because I would have freaked out. I like to do it at an angle just because it looks cuter. Shove it in the soil, and actually because we put soil under there, it's going to hold really well. Move the lavender over a little bit and use your toothpick or whatever you have for tools. Hold the sign in place. I like to just squish it back around the sign. And remember, there's resin in the soil, so it should hold pretty well. Move this over just a little bit too. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that looks amazing. Okay, so cilantro, just to be fun, I'm going to put it the other way. Shove it in the soil. One, just firmly press it in. It got stuck to my hand. Okay, like that. And then this one, we're gonna have to go in with your toothpick or a tool. I made the hole a little too big. Press it in place. And I like to make sure that the signs stay above the can, the rim, I meant to say. It is a can, but above the rim. Okay, put that there. Tap it in place. And then I did kind of move the cilantro a little bit. So I'm gonna move it over a little bit. And it's hard because the leaves want to move around, but we'll be able to move them after. Place it how you want it. Come on, cooperate with me. It's not wanting to stay where I want it to be. Okay, so I'm gonna put these in the light and then we'll come back and do our final touches. All right, so we gave those a full cure in the light. They came out really cute. So as you can see, this doesn't move at all anymore. The soil is in there, so they are perfectly stuck down. So you can move it around now and you can rearrange it. So let's put them in our little container. We have lavender and we have our cilantro, which they look amazing. So I don't think the handle won't go up because, well, you can put it up, but it won't really go up because of the things are in the way. But that is a very cute thing to display on your like desk or, you know, in your windowsill or something. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really enjoyed making this. I have more to come, so stay tuned for more nature series.